polyester shirts. High stretch, high sheen, and the dyes want to migrate up into your ink nonstop. So which one of these inks is best for printing? Today we're going to find out. Let's go. All right, so here we've got this really great, stretchy, red polyester shirt. So this is gonna be the perfect example to figure out the best way to print on this to avoid dye migration and have a good solid print. So I went ahead and I used some spray tack. I'd recommend spray tack, or if you have any kind of like rollable tack that's meant for polyester to help hold on, that will be best. You don't need any web adhesive or anything heavy. Again, it's a very light substrate, something with a light grip that'll actually hold it down. Let's go ahead and load this onto the press. So nice and smooth. Now the first thing that we always want to do when printing on polyester is we want to use a barrier base. This one happens to be gray. They come in black or gray. The way they work is they've got carbon in there that'll actually soak up the gases as they start to come up from the garment. So what's happening is there's excess dye in the garments oftentimes, and as it hits the flash, it'll actually sublimate. That is when something goes from a solid to a gas, skipping the liquid stage. That's what sublimation means. So the actual dye is sublimating and working its way the only way gas can go, which is up. And it starts to actually work its way into the ink and it settles, making, in most cases, when printing on a red polyester shirt, making that white ink pink. Now we don't want that. Using the barrier base, the carbon load is going to soak that up and hopefully, if it works correctly, block it from making it to the surface layer of white. So let's go ahead and print our barrier base. I'm gonna go ahead and use a 156 mesh for this. I don't need to be too high off the substrate, so again, my off contact is appropriate. And I'm gonna be using a triple durometer. Anyone will work as long as we've got a good deposit of this going down into the garment. Perfect, so here we can see we've laid down our gray underbase. It's gonna go underneath the white. Let's go ahead and flash this. All right, perfect. So now that we've got a nice, just dry to the touch, gel cured shirt, I'm ready to put my white down. Now, I'm gonna be using a lower mesh, it's a 156 again, for a polyester white. Now, on a manual press, this is gonna be a real pain in the butt until you get going. When you have warm platens and the ink's been moving around for a bit, it will get easier. On automatic, you're not gonna notice, right? But I'm gonna have to use a little bit of muscle on this one to get this polyester ink through and onto my barrier base. I'm gonna be using, again, a triple durometer. I would recommend something along that, maybe even slightly firmer, 70 and 80, anything like that would be just fine. Push this through. There you can see it's bouncing back a little bit slower because it is a much more viscous, thicker ink. Let's take a look at that. Looks good. All right, let's get that off and throw it down the dryer. It's important also to make sure that we've got our dryer temperature correct. We don't want to scorch the garment. Polyester can burn and scorch, which can be an issue. So you wanna make sure you're hitting usually around 290 degrees for a good cure. All right, so as we can see here, by using a barrier base and a polyester white, I'm able to still achieve a vibrant white print even on this red polyester shirt. Took a little more effort, had to have an extra screen and a little muscle to push that polyester ink through, but the end result speaks for itself. Let us know how you print polyester shirts in the comments below. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks, see you soon.